Cornea is a transparent structure which cover the anterior 1/6 part anteriorly lens and posteriorly retina, and globe is filled with vitreous. So, cornea is a transparent structure, and refractive power of cornea is 43 diopters. Total 60 diopter of refractive power, 43 to 45 is cornea, and the rest is lens. So, normally cornea is transparent structure, and what are the factors which maintain the transparency of cornea? It is avascular structure and compact arrangement of the fibers, and it's a layer which maintain the transfusion of elements. So, what are the causes of now? What is corneal opacity? What is corneal opacity? Corneal opacity is the condition when there is loss of transparency of the cornea, or transparent cornea is replaced by fibrous tissue, and causes of transparency and causes of corneal opacity. First is the infective. It may be bacterial, viral, fungal, and acanthamoeba. That all kinds of corneal ulcer, herpes zoster ophthalmicus, herpes simplex virus, or fungal keratitis, fungal corneal ulcer, and all types of keratitis, after healing there occurs. After healing, transparent cornea is replaced by scar tissue, and that causes corneal opacity. And the other cause is, second one is the trauma. Any injury causes the cornea, and after healing it replaced by the scar tissue. And third one is the corneal ulcer that are enumerated in the under the heading of infections, and associated with the glaucoma or uveitis or any disease of the other part of the eyes. And third one is the chemical injury, chemical burns, alkali burns, trauma, that also causes opacity. And some autoimmune disorders, dry eyes, severe dry eye, and vitamin A deficiency. There is the vitamin A deficiency, corneal opacity is occur, and severe malnutrition, protein energy malnutrition. So, these are the causes of corneal opacity. And corneal opacity is basically divided into how many groups? How many layers are present in the cornea? First layer is epithelium, second is Bowman's membrane, third one is stroma, fourth one is pre-descendants layer, then descendants layer, then endothelium. Only epithelium is regenerate, and other layers are not regenerate. And when damage is causes beyond the epithelium, that causes corneal opacity. So according to the involvement of the depth or layer of the cornea, corneal opacity is divided into 4 groups. First one is the nebular corneal opacity. Nebular, and second one is the macular, and the third one is the leukomatous, and two other are, first is the leucoma adherent, and fourth one is anterior staphyloma. So what is the nebular corneal opacity? Up to which layer is involved in this case of nebular corneal opacity? In nebular corneal opacity, epithelium, basement membrane, and some parts of the stroma is involved. One third stroma is involved, that causes nebular corneal opacity. And when we examine in nebular corneal opacity, iris is clearly seen. Details of the anterior segment, anterior chamber is seen. And macular opacity, when damage is involved, epithelium, basement membrane, and half of the stroma is also involved, that causes macular corneal opacity. And in this case, details of the iris and anterior chamber is not visible. And third one is the leukomatous corneal opacity. In case of the leukomatous corneal opacity, more than 2/3 of the stroma is involved, along with epithelium and basement membrane. That causes a corneal opacity, that is called leukomatous corneal opacity. And fourth one is the leucoma adherent. What is adherent? When there is adhesion between two structures, that is called adherent or adhesion, where two structures are stuck with each other. In the stage of corneal perforation, ulcer is perforate and small perforation is occur, where aqueous humor is leakage. To seal the perforation, uveal tissue move forward and cover the perforation, and there is corneal opacity is formed, that is called leucoma adherent. And fifth one is the anterior staphyloma. When the perforation is bigger size, most of the corneal tissues are sloughed and destroyed, and the perforation is occur, then uveal tissue moves forwards and form an anterior layer with lined by the uveal tissue, that is called anterior staphyloma. So these are the types of corneal opacity. Then what is the treatment of the corneal opacity? How to treat the corneal opacity? Direct keratoplasty. Whatever the cause is first treated. And second one is the spectacle corrections is done. And third one is the, if the opacity is nebular opacity is present in the center and other part of the cornea is clear, then optical iridectomy is done and vision is improved, and in some cases contact lenses is also provided, and other is the keratoplasty. Keratoplasty may be full thickness keratoplasty and lamellar keratoplasty, and other one is the photothermal keratectomy, and other treatment is the photorefractive keratectomy, and another treatment is the tattooing of the cornea. There is dye is applied to color the corneal opacity, tattooing of the corneal opacity. And next one is the colored contact lens is provided in the shape of cornea. There is the that is called impregnated contact lens. Center part is clear and other surrounding part is made according to the color of the iris to match the other eye. So these are the treatment. So what is keratoplasty? What is keratoplasty? Keratoplasty is the process in which the diseased or opaque cornea is replaced by donor transparent cornea, and this is called keratoplasty. And indications of the keratoplasty: first is the corneal opacity, second is the keratoconus, and third one is the keratoplasty may be 4 types. First one is the optical keratoplasty. Second one is the therapeutic keratoplasty, and third one is the tectonic keratoplasty, and fourth is the cosmetic. So in optical keratectomy, what is keratoconus? Normally cornea is the saucer shaped, but when it is bulged at the center part and its shape changed like a cone, that is called a keratoconus, and when shape of the cornea is changed globular form, that is called keratoglobus. And the treatment of the keratoconus is keratoplasty. Conical part of the cornea is removed and it is replaced by the clear donor cornea. And keratoplasty is again divided, it is 2 types: full thickness keratoplasty and lamellar keratoplasty. Full thickness keratoplasty means whole layer of the cornea is, recipient cornea is replaced by donor cornea, that is called full thickness penetrating keratoplasty. And lamellar keratoplasty. Lamellar keratoplasty is done when the layers only superficial part of the cornea is damaged, that is in case of the nebular corneal opacity and macular corneal opacity. And therapeutic keratoplasty is done in which case? Corneal perforation. First corneal ulcers complication is desmetocele, and after desmetocele, when there is intraocular pressure is increased, our patient is sneezing and coughing, and that causes corneal perforation. So, to maintain the integrity of the eyeball, here our aim is not to improve the visual acuity, but to maintain the integrity of the eyeball. So, sloughed cornea is removed and it is replaced by the clear donor cornea. It is called therapeutic keratoplasty. And only half thickness of the cornea is replaced by the donor cornea, that is called lamellar keratoplasty. And some cases of the pterygium, when pterygium is removed and there is the thinning of cornea is occurred, in that cases also lamellar keratoplasty is done. So, where we get the cornea? Donor. Which one is the donor? What are the requirement to donate the eye? Patient is not suffering from the AIDS or immunocompromised, and not suffering from the hepatitis B and viral infections, poisoning, and the cornea is not vascularized or any acid or alkali burns. So, these persons are not able to donate the eye. So, how to get the donor eye? Where we get the donor eye? There is a institution that is called eye bank, where eyes are stored and they provide us donor cornea for keratoplasty. And for to get the donor eye is removed after death. How many hours after death? How many hours after death we remove the cornea? फॉरेंसिक में नहीं पढ़ा? Within 6 hours of the death, or just after death, eyelid should be covered and a moist cotton is covered in the eye to prevent the to maintain the moisturizer and prevent it is drying. And eye is stored in eye is totally enucleated. Some experts are going there and to enucleate the eye and bring the eye bank, and it is stored in the eye bank. It is stored in 3 forms. First is the short term, intermediate and long term. So, 0 to 48 hours it is stored in moist chamber up to 4 degrees centigrade, and intermediate storage it is stored in the MK media from 1 to 2 weeks. and more than 2 weeks we store the cornea in tissue storage and refrigeration under 70 degrees centigrade, minus 70 degrees centigrade, to prevent the damage of the endothelium and the drying of the epithelium and keep it moist. And in keratoplasty, which type of suture is applied? Now, which type of suture is applied and what types of suturing is done? 8-0 or 10-0? 8-0, 10-0 nylon silk suture is applied, and the suture is maybe interrupted suture and continuous sutures. Interrupted sutures are causes more foreign body sensation and watering, and continuous sutures causes less irritation and less watering. So, what are the complications of the keratoplasty? What kind of complications occur? First complication, anyone? Graft rejection, that is the delayed complications. Early complication. Early complications is first is the infection, second is the swallowing of the anterior chamber, third one is the prolapse of the iris, and fourth is it causes uveitis or also causes cataract, and next one is the glaucoma, and fourth one is the graft rejection, and graft rejection, sloughing of the cornea is occur, that is called the failure graft, and other is the vascularizations of the cornea. Normally cornea is the avascular structure, but when peripheral corneal ulcer is present or infection is occur, then peripheral conjunctival vessels are encroach the cornea and cornea is vascularized, that is called vascularization of the cornea. So here we complete the corneal opacity, cause of the corneal opacity, type of the corneal opacity, treatment, and keratoplasty, types of keratoplasty, and what are the process done. Any doubt, any confusion, any question? If you have any doubt, then ask me question. Any question? No? No doubt. So next time I will take tutorial, Viva. And which topic? Cataract. Huh? In next lecture, next XGD classes, I will take tutorial. Topic is cataract. What is the cataract? How cataract formation is occur? How many types of cataract are there? How to assess the cataract? And what is the cataract surgery? How many types of cataract surgery is present? And complications of the cataract surgery, and intraocular lens. How many types of intraocular lens are present? rigid and foldable. So you have to study all these topics under the cataracts. Okay. Okay then, class is over here. Thank you.